I'm a little late. A little later than I wanted to be. But I was writing a song, so it's okay. I got a song idea at supper time. So I went and wrote my song. Anyways, let me get the stream started. Kind of been using my voice today, so I want to give my voice a little bit of a rest because I was just using it, singing it out and everything. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a rest today. So I won't be speaking much. I'll speak every once in a while. We're not only on YouTube tonight, we're on several other places. So I decided not to limit my stream. But we are on YouTube. Let's put it just a little bit under my mic. The door looks so much better when I cleaned it. I gotta finish cleaning it though. I gotta get my chair out and clean the bottom part. I can't do anything with my back the way it is. I love how it looks. It was starting to look dusty there. I was like, man, that looks dusty. Don't take it long in this fucking town. Play the same songs all the time. And every now and then they play something different. It's like the real radio. Because it's AI radio. may have plans for tomorrow, so my stream may be limited tomorrow. We'll see. May have plans. Hey, right there's the He Died in the Flower Garden outfit. That's what I had him dressed in. It's the hoodie and the blue jeans. As always, it's lit, by the way. Even before I made him on AI, I used to have a picture in the album, in the CD cover. It was drawn. It shows him in his crayon version of his blue jeans and his gray hoodie. He's going to be in a new record, too. I haven't seen the record yet. I don't know when. I think they say they're longer on the records. When I do, I'll show it. But they're more expensive though with all the. When I went back to the penthouse, it's like Groundhog's Day. They're more expensive with the 10-page booklet, but now it was code. But I only did it once. I didn't do it for the other record. But I mean, this is the 20th anniversary of my first album, so it kind of deserves a little bit of royalty. Some of the scenes are just reimagined interpretations of the original CD. And some of them are added. Wasn't even in the original. Like Sharon and Trent and Jeff, they weren't in the original CD. They were on the cover, but they were scrambled. We're going to try the pizza again. I don't do too well with the pizza lately. Don't do too well with the taxi. Here, I only got one today. think we're getting close to the summer of 26 already. Don't seem like long ago when I was talking about the summer of 25. We're getting around the corner, y'all. Around the bend. Summer of 26. Another class of 26 too, you know. I always have the classes too. I didn't make clown versions of the Congress people. I decided not to do that. I don't know either one of these people. I just think it's ridiculous to be having a runoff. By the way, Trump has put the strike off for 2 weeks. Thank the Lord, though. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I did not vote for none of that. Therefore, if anything does happen with Trump, my hands are guilt-free and there's no blood on my hands. I didn't vote for any of that. Indeed, I voted for less war, for more deportations. Now, I did vote for mass deportations. But now that's a different subject. That's just getting people out of your country that don't belong here. If something happens to them, that's on their hands. There's nothing wrong with deporting them. It's illegal. It's perfectly legal. Indeed, ICE has always had the right to deport. Always. They could come get them any time they wanted to. Because Trump actually authorized it. That's the only difference. That's the only difference, y'all. He just authorized it. They've always had that right. They used to teach that in schools. I don't know what they teach now. They dumbed all these kids down. They used to teach it in, what was that name of that class they used to teach it in? Play this again. Oh, it loves this song. It plays it all the time. Yeah, I voted for mass deportations, less war, better economy. And I don't completely blame Trump for the economy. There's 50 governors involved in that as well. And 50 states. You can't just blame your president on the economy. You can blame him for any hardships he's putting on goods. You could probably blame him for that. These fuckers are out. I'm going to be hitting them. And if you bump into them, they shoot you. There it is. I see it. Got 2 of them, did she? I'm talking a little more than I wanted to. I'll try to stay quiet of it. Because I don't have my Ludens anymore. I've got some old honey things that make me sick in my stomach. That old eucalyptus always makes me sick in my stomach. No matter if it's cherry. What flavor you put on it? Lemon. It hurts my stomach. Although I won't say I do like the cherries the best out of all of them. Even that's nasty. These are honey lemon. Ew. That's the worst flavor ever. No, you got lemon and you got honey in it. Horrible, man. Fucking horrible. I know y'all want me miserable. I'm not. You're never gonna make me miserable. I like my life. Just keep it up. And I'm still wanting mass deportation. And no matter what kind of political pressure you put on me, I still want that. And I'm still gonna continue to pray this till one of these days I see it. Maybe one of these days we'll get the men that you fear. You know the men that they really feared? Trump's really not him. Hopefully one day they do get the person they fear. They will deport them. They won't care what they think. I would, but no, I don't have that kind of way, and I won't never be a president. But no, I would do it, and I wouldn't worry about what anybody says. I wouldn't have any false charges they plussed up, trumped up. I wouldn't worry about. I just keep going like a bull. You know I would. I'm bullheaded. I'm bullheaded. I'll go down with the Titanic when I'm for something. When I support something, I'll go down with it. I'll go down on that hill. I'm that type of person. This town's tried its dirtiest tricks to try to shut me up. And I'm still talking. Dirtiest things you could imagine. This town has tried. And yet I'm still talking. Because they're more guilty about it than anybody, y'all. They were one of the first towns to start smuggling them here. With George H.W. Bush. The guy that followed Reagan. He was his vice president. That's when it started for Dalton, Georgia. And I started speaking out about it in the 2000s. Which I was a kid when it was going on. They've tried everything to silence me, call me xenophobe, racist. You name it. Tried everything. And that I haven't never been silent and haven't. I'm not going to be. Indeed, I'm going to double down. One of these days, I will see that mass deportation that I want to see. I've already started sort of seeing it. One day it will happen. Mark my words. Declare, mark my words. One day you will see mass deportation. When people have finally had their fill of it. And no, that's not your neighbor. Your neighbor is trampling on you. Your neighbor is the one that's violated the Ten Commandments, not you. The one you're calling the neighbor. They're the one that's took advantage of all this stuff. And you can't blame them. They're taking advantage. They're taking advantage of people's ignorance and kindness. And on their part, greed. On the politicians' part, greed. So they get paid their coffers. The little dirty little hands get money. And these businesses, they're profiting off illegal immigration. That's the problem. That's what you're up against. They want you to believe that you're violating your oath of Jesus by wanting strong security of your country. They want you to think that. That's why they have their little talking pieces in the churches out here. It's just not true. It's a myth. Just like it's a myth that Jesus was a refugee. He never was a refugee. Egypt was a part of Rome back then. Now, was he running away? Yeah. He had to run for his life. But he didn't go to a country he didn't belong. The dirty song. Ain't heard that in a while. Okay, let's see. Building her life up. Oh, we down on the beach, man. I don't know if this place would be down here or not. Got some boats down here. Let's turn around. Ooh, there ain't no way I can get there. Let's go up. Go back up on the road. It's over this way. It's probably down this way. Here we go. We just got wrong. There it is. I do that a lot. I get off course. How many is that? 3? The only reason you have videos that let them do that, though, is because most people don't. It collects dust. They don't read it. And they only go to church on Sundays just to show off. To show that they're in church. That's why most people are ignorant. I mean, he literally said it. People suffer because my people suffer because of lack of knowledge. People are able to bend the word on you. You can't bend it on me. It's off. If I don't know it, I go look it up. That's the way I am. When people start preaching to me, I go look it up. I go look it up and figure out where they're wrong. I'm legal about it. You're right. I go look it up and find out where they're wrong. And if they're right, then I'll accept it. But I'll just take their word for it. Now, you didn't have no United States of America when Jesus was on the earth. And you didn't have the modern day system. So their rules might have been different. They might have not cared like if you walked from Rome to somewhere else. They might not, I don't know how it was back then. I need to go look that up. That's an interesting point. That's an interesting point. What was their rule? I'm not going to ask that AI, that's for sure. I'm going to go look in the hardcore history book. Yeah, I lied to you. That's an interesting point of view. I need to go look that up. I never thought to look that up. What was the rule during the Roman when Jesus was alive? What was the immigration rules? They had to have some kind of rule in place. And I'm going to go find out what it was. So then people can't see ignorance. It'll be a knowledge that I'll have if it's out there. I'm sure it's out there. And I'm going to try to find it. That way it'll be another knowledge I have so I can say, no, that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Because you need that knowledge of these people. Because they're info benders. They're like Satan, the devil. You know where he bends the scriptures? These people will bend anyway just to get you to bow to their whim. They want to bully you around, call you big bad racist, and when we have rules, it's important that you follow those rules. I mean, I covered on my podcast the other day all these deaths that you read all the time from the road, from these illegal aliens that's come here. You realize each and every one of those people would still be alive today if that illegal alien had been at home where he belonged or her belonged? Sometimes they're hers to get arrested. I've read it. I don't know if they killed anybody. People say, well, Americans does it. That's one thing. That's another situation. And you know what? The American gets punished when they get so many times. There's a wrestling chick that was popular in the 90s. She was big and famous. She's in prison right now because she got out in vehicular homicide tonight. And that's her fate. She's an American citizen. She goes to jail. But now the thing is, here's the difference between the illegal aliens. They don't belong here. They should have never been here to do the vehicular homicide to begin with. That person was going to be here anyway that was born here. The illegal alien has no business to be here, and that means they should have been home. Or they couldn't have done no vehicular homicide on the road. And what about the gals that got their throats cut and stuff by these Mexicans? And raped, like that one in Georgia. Killed. One of those that Marjorie stood up for. What about all those people? All those names? A lot of people say their names. Y'all know me, I don't remember names to say them. But I do remember that they were dead. They were killed. What about all of them? They would have not been murdered had them illegal aliens not been here. And people says, well, they could have got a man murdered by, well, maybe that's so, but they didn't get murdered by the Americans. They got murdered by the illegal. Ted Bundy they just sobbed another killing he did. He is an American citizen. I thought he was in Florida, wasn't he? He lived in Florida, didn't he? I think he was from somewhere else. Where was he originally from? Anyway, he went to Florida. Ted Bundy was a monster. He was an American. And now Ted Bundy had been an illegal alien. You know what I've been saying? He should have not been here to begin with. He shouldn't have been here to been killing people. If he had been an illegal alien, he should have been in his home country. Should be their nightmare, not ours. You have to just look at everything was sent. You can't never view it through one lens. There's multiple lenses. On the biblical spectrum, here it is. Either it's a sin or it's not a sin. Either it's good or it's bad. And God would tell you there's nothing wrong with having roofs for your land. He had plenty of it. He had a whole bunch of them. He's got nothing against having roofs for to live by. He invented the roof. A lot of them. He invented the nations. They're going about the borders. He's the one who invented that.
This is not your
they wanted an open world. He didn't. People wanted an open world. God didn't want an open world. He built a nation. That's what they was working on with that big dude with the tower. Nimrod. He was working on a one world. God said that wasn't good. And he came down and defunded them and gave them languages. He said it wasn't good. That's what he said. It wasn't good. He didn't want an open world with no borders. He wanted the borders in the countries and languages.
And ride the wave of tomorrow, only on Rock and Roll 100 FM.
A girl had a pet duck. She fed and took care of her pet duck. But one day the duck got loose and ran away from the duck. The duck ran down the road and kept running down a pond.
Mr. President,
Lord, if it be your will, free the Iranian people from those monsters. And don't let Trump blow them off the map. But let it, if it's your will, it's in your will. If you want to remove those monsters, you remove those monsters. Under the blood of Jesus, amen. But I don't want to see any harm coming to those innocent people. And I know they got to be there. They say there's 1 million Christians, and they can't all be fakes. And I'm sure there's some fakes, because we got a lot. But not all of them can be fakes. That's up to you to decide that anyway. Only you see our heart. You know who's real and who's fake. You know who needs work and who don't. Who needs more work than others. We all probably need some somewhere. Even the ones that's got a lot of stuff done, there's still some area they ain't got done. But now some need more help than others, and God knows each and every one of us needs where we need to be. He knows that. And he also said that he wouldn't destroy. This was Old Testament. This was not even in his New Covenant. And that's one thing these end of the world people, when they're holding these signs up, that's one place where they're really, really ignorant. He wasn't willing to destroy it when he was in the Old Testament. Because he told Abraham that if he found just one, he'd spare him. He obviously, only ones he found was light. Because they're the ones he spared. Was Lot and his family, his children. He tried to spare his wife. She just didn't take it. She didn't want to leave. Her heart was in Sodom. Her heart was in Sodom. Her heart was there. She didn't want to leave it. And she perished with it. His children and him got out. They must have been the ones that were deemed the only ones that we deemed safe to leave. It's light in this room. But Abraham kept pleading, but Lord, what if there's 45? There's 50. He kept pleading. Finally God said, if I find one, well, there's 1 million Christians over there. He's not going to let those 1 million Christians, well, he might, because it does happen. But if we pray, he might not do it. We plead like Abraham. I don't plead like Abraham. Why do I care? Because they're Christian. Why do I care what language they speak and what their skin looks like in that? I don't want to see them perish because they're Christian. That means they're brothers and sisters in Christ like you are. If you're a Christian. They're still citizens of humanity. That's another thing you can take into consideration there too. Out of goodwill, you wouldn't want innocent people to perish. You know what I'm saying? Well, what he said was the whole entire civilization. He didn't say some little casualties around the area. You know what I'm saying? That's a different thing. And that's bad. Because a lot of times that's what George Bush would do. You know, that's one thing he was good at. I've heard that from Joan. He said, he'd always ask, how many casualties are going to be? He didn't want it on his hand. Anytime there was name in war, he was always, how many casualties are going to be? That was actually good in a way. I mean, but it was still terrible, but it was good. Because at least he wasn't wanting to kill people, you know what I'm saying? Even though he was a monster, he wasn't wanting to kill people. There it is. I run right into it. Thank God. He wasn't wanting to just murder people, you know. I guess that would be a plus about why I would have wanted to. I voted for him twice, you know. I regretted it. I guess in a way, I'm glad at least on that level he was like that in a way. Because he might have got him started, but he didn't want. He wanted the least casualties. Even though that's bad, that's still good.
Signal strong.
Me, I wouldn't want. I'd be. Do we even need this war? That'd be me. Do we need this? Is this what we need? Are there other measures to get it done? Can we not get this one done with peace? Thought. That would be me. Now, would I have a shy about using it if I had to? Oh, no. I'd use it. But it would be, if we couldn't reach it any other way, we'd still keep, those communications would still be open. Until we had to go there. Like, if you just had to go there, and they've been chanting death to America for 40 years. I mean, really, you think about it. Look how long I've grown up hearing that chant. It hadn't happened yet. The chances are, if anything happened, I was a little boy when I first heard it. And I started hearing it as an old, grown-ass 50-year-old man. There's somewhere you can keep talking. There has to be a channel. Now, you can also see their point of view about why they'd be hesitant with everything. He really should have, and I know he's listening to the numbskull in Israel. He really should have used the same kind of technique he used with Kim Jong-il. Kim Jong-un. He should have really used that tactic with them, because you don't never know. Sometimes, even though people are your enemies, and I'm bad at this too. Going friendly might be the better way of going about it, especially when your enemy has the means to cause trouble, wars. A little bit of friendliness might go somewhere, you know, like what if he'd opened up channels and went and met and talked with him? Stuff like that. Instead of just looking at them, well, they're the enemy of my friend Israel, so we're just going to fuck them too like Israel fucked them. Instead of looking at it that way, we should have looked at it that maybe we could have got something going. You got some plans, some peace plans going, and some arrangements going. Even though you didn't like him, if he was keeping peace, that's all that would matter. I don't know if you can even do that with him. It might be being too liberal. I told you I'm kind of liberal. Maybe I'm having more hope than you should have hope. I don't know. Now, we did start a lot of this mess. They were a totally different country when the Shah of Iran was in charge compared to what they are now. And people vacation there and everything. That's what they went from. The people vacation to some kind of little area in the desert that's isolated. Treated like desolate. Maybe that's God's will, I don't know. Because when you read in those Bibles, we do got to take into consideration the things that happened might have happened by his hand. Because you remember, there's a part in there where he floods Israel with the foreigners and all that to punish them. Now that was them countries taking on themselves to do that, but God's hand allowed them to do it. So you could have stopped them if you wanted to. So Iran might have came under all that stuff because it was just meant for God's hand to allow it. Who knows? Then again, we could just be the demon that caused it all. Your countries, you like waving your flag and loving it and saying it's God bless America, but God wasn't always with it. And sometimes the devil was its master. The devil was its master when he put anthrax in the blankets of the Indian. There's no God in that one. Sometimes our land was evil just as much. We had some good people in it. We had some people that loved God in it. But you had a whole lot of evil in it too. There's been a lot of evil in it too. So I'm not an American hater. I'm just saying that we're no better than the rest of the countries. We like pointing out how bad big bad Russia is, or how bad big bad China is. Nobody ever wants to take responsibility for when America was big and bad. They want to say, well, God bless America. And Lord, if you can, based on the people that are good, keep blessing us. Because that is what you said too. I mean, in the days of personal accountability, you know, that is what it is. He's left it, with this New Testament, he's left it between each and every one of us to be the good in this world. So just keep blessing it based on us that are good and doing good. There are some people out there that's doing good. There's a whole lot of people that does good. There's a whole lot of people that does wicked. There's a whole lot of people doing some good stuff too. There's people out here feeding the hungry. There's people out here clothing the homeless. Getting people saved. That's a good thing. That's a good work. That's the commission. That's the Great Commission he called everybody to do. Lead people to Christ, and I'm probably going to stand there. I'll probably stand at the gates weeping. I'm not sure I've ever led anybody to the Lord. I know they wouldn't get it by seeing my life. I'm too selfish. Everything's me, me, me. Just once again being honest. Honesty's important. You can't get nowhere lying about your problem. You gotta face it head on. Lying does not work. Let's see if she can get her spins or anything. You gotta be honest. And that means being honest with yourself too. Not just being honest to the world. You gotta be able to admit when you have a problem. If you can't admit that you have the problem, you can't even begin to even anywhere fix it. And a lot of people's bad at not looking at their own problem. They're bad at looking at everybody else around them. I see mine, believe me, I see them. I beg God about them every day. Helping me well. Can she do her spin? Let's see if she can do her spin. She can do her spin. Let's see what she gets. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh man, that was a bad one. Probably clothes or something I don't use. Clothes. Almost as money. Personally, she does use the clothes. I'm always changing her. I usually change her at least once a day. Sometimes twice a day. If she gets any luck with a machine.
Hey, smelly butt, some of y'all need a bath. We're tuned to CP Rock and Roll 100, baby. Cyberpunk, AI, and aliens too, because the future deserves a good night. Keep those headphones on and let the sun grow.
150.
This is the future. Welcome to Rock and Roll 100 FM, where the hits are
Let's walk away. She's got 25 over. Let's go bet on the horses. See if we can turn that into something bigger. I'm not going to go crazy like I did the other night, because she lost it most of it. I got where I didn't hardly have luck with the tables. I could try it. Let's go try the tables. Let's go try the tables. By the way, I'm not a Trump hater. And I'm still glad we have Trump over Kamala. I just didn't like the sound of wiping out a hole. That didn't set well with me being a Christian. And I'm not the perfect Christian in the world. But I just don't like the sound of that. It doesn't sound like what Christ taught me to be. And I'm not good at even taking that. Sometimes I'm like, but Lord, didn't you see what they did to me? And you know what, even that sometimes, you know what smacks me in the face? This is what smacks me in the face when I do that. I think, well, didn't I just read what they did to him? I mean, I ain't been through none of that. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't no, even that woman trying to take me out of my home. I didn't get touched. That was courtroom stuff. There wasn't nobody putting no flogs on me. No spikes in my back. Let's turn this music down so I can hear the lady. Give me a minute. I'll turn the music down. We're going to turn the volume on the game up so I can hear it.
Betting is closed. Good luck. Got 12. Dealer sees 10. Another card.
I'll take the risk.
See 18 there. House wins. Bets, please. All bets are in. Let's get this started.
Looks like 15. 11 here. One more card. Calling 19. Win goes to the dealer.
Just lost that extra I wanted.
All right. Bets in now.
9.
13. 10. Hard for you? Hey, 21. Wow, 20.
I got some of it back. Now, if only I could have another one.
Betting is closed. Good luck.
Seeing 20.
I see a 9. Another card.
See a 12 there. That's 19.
She got it back. Let's see if we can keep it. Come on, Lord.
Bets,
Let's keep
please.
it. Don't you be like you was with Jonathan at the
Let's get
track.
this started.
Dealer sees 10.
That's a 4.
One more card.
17. Hard for you?
Let's stand.
A 6. Got 12. House is busted.
Woo! We got over. Should I walk away? While I'm ahead. I did earn more than
Bets in now.
I did earn more than I had. So we're gonna walk away. It's only 35 more, man. 35 more, man. They were the bonus, so she's made 35 over the bonus. I won. I actually won. Go and try Halsey. Let's try Halsey. Last night I actually took her to the bottom club on Rumble. I may start doing that on Rumble normally, picking different songs. I actually make a playlist. By the way, I'm just now learning myself a way to round that apple. Okay, let's go here.
Whole squad in front.
Let's see what we do. Get back up there, Eden. Come on, Eden. Let's do it, Eden. Come on, baby. Come on. Nessie's got 100 over. 135 over. You know, I'm going to take the 135 over. I'm going to stop while I'm $135 ahead. Because $135 ain't a lot of money, but it's enough to walk away with.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's not like a lot, but it's enough to walk away. Say you won something, you just lose everything. $100 more she'll have. 100 more coins she'll have. I don't know how many coins is in $1.
Long time no see.
I'm gonna watch them out. $234. She's finding $234. But I'm gonna get her out a few dollars. I'm gonna take her down to the house. You know where I'm taking.
I go home.
Something else I can do.
I fucking had one.
Christina's home business. She finally moved in this place. She finally made this home. You hung out here a lot, now it's home. Now it's home. Used to be somewhere she hung. I wish I could make her move in the strip club. I'll tell you, I don't know why they didn't make it where you could buy the strip club. Can you buy it? Can you buy a strip club? That should be something we should be able to do. We should be able to buy the strip club. Buy a strip club. Can you? I need to look that up. Because if you can, I need to work my way towards it. I want to own a strip club. That sounds terrible, don't it? Yes. That'd be a fun place to do karaoke. I wonder if anyone would let you rent it out for a night to do karaoke in it. I need to see. I'd just let people come in. I'd tell them they could just keep their normal house, just let me rent a section of it and do karaoke. Ah! Then they can get their business in, and then I'd get my whatever I got out of it. That'd be a fun place to do karaoke, man. I've never been to a strip club in my life. I haven't, y'all. I'm not innocent. And I haven't been to a strip club. Oh, we're not going in my car. Let's let him go. That's the whiskey. I've been to plenty of bars, though. Plenty of bars in Nashville, Atlanta, Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. I've been to bars. Some of them were rough dives, too. We just didn't know it. Because nothing happened while we was there. I had the Wild Bill security tell me about that. How bad Wild Bill's was when we wasn't around. He believed I was a Christian. He believed it, y'all. Because he saw how bad Wild Bill's was when my family weren't there. Yes. I'd definitely have to sing that if I was doing karaoke in a strip club. I'm telling you, if I was a band, I'd book my band in the strip club. That's happened before. There's been bands that do that before. That's nothing new. That's nothing new, y'all. I don't know, though. Then I'm sinning. If I'm there and I see it, I'm sinning. But if I see it on the internet, I'm sinning anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? You see all kinds of junk on. I remember when Elon first bought Twitter. I'd never seen so much debauchery. I seen things that I wouldn't in my eyes hadn't even seen in all the years I'd been on the internet. I kid you all night. Now I don't see much of that anymore. I don't know if they fixed it or. I'm talking about those first few days, those first weeks, those first month. I was just seeing porn everywhere. I even seen porn of things I hadn't even seen before. Not even in movies. Like I saw some woman shoving on a big black, you know what? Big one. Gobbling that thing up. I had never seen nothing like that before. Ah, well, here we go. Let's see. I think we're going right. Yeah, I know. I follow all these accounts. But the thing about it was, you didn't used to see things like that, so they didn't allow to share it. But then all of a sudden it was allowed. And then, boy, boof, there the doors open. I eventually went in there and fixed it my sensitive. I turned on the sensitive level, so I'd have to open it up if I seen it. Which saved me from a lot of it. That saved me from a whole lot of it. Then I had to actually open it to look at it. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't think I wanted to look at it, I didn't look at it. Normally, when I click stuff like that, it's normally like it's something about a subject that's dear to the heart. Like, say something I'm following, like InfoWars or something they share. If they were to share something, it would be considered sensitive. That would be the level that I would open. Where if it's something like that, I'm most likely not going to bite her. Because, I mean, I didn't go looking for it before, you know. I mean, that's not something I went looking for. It's a woman sucking on a big black. That's not something I went searching on. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't ever see one. But then my first 2 or 3 days at Elon's on Twitter, I seen stuff like that. I didn't even Google. I mean, I wasn't looking for stuff like that, so I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? So when I fixed it, that's what saved me from seeing things. Because like I said, it's going to have to be a particular subject. It's going to have to be a particular subject for me to actually open it up and look at. Like they're showing you some scene of a war, like footage of a war. Like I'll use an example. Y'all remember when the first day the Israeli, all those images started coming out of what was happening in Israel? I opened those up and looked at them. I probably shouldn't, because that was horrible to my eyes, but you know, I wanted to see what was supposedly happening in Israel. Where I'm not going to be just choicely sitting there wanting to see everything in porn, you know. That's just not in my interest. But if I'm standing there singing and I'm seeing titties, I'm seeing, and I put myself in a. It's right. That's funny, man. That's funny. It's not funny, but it's funny. In this strip television, unless you go to the back, you don't see no titties. That's why I didn't let Trent go to the back in Easter weekend. And it's simple for him to be back there any other time of the day. But I certainly wasn't doing it on Easter. I felt like it was, let's get evil, let me and sacrilegious. And I felt like that was too evil for me to do.
I don't have time for this shit.
I'm not going right towards the strip club. That guy right there's got the smallest weenie. Outside, he's got the smallest. Yeah, bitch, you got the smallest weenie. I hope you monitor my feed. You got a small weenie, bitch. That's a little dick energy there you're giving off. Little dick energy. He's got a tiny pee-pee. He's one of these fucking neighbors. I don't know which one he is. There's a whole bunch of God-forsaken cars hanging around down there. I don't know which one of them he is. He's one of them. They're not my neighbors. They may live here, but they're not my neighbors. I don't count on my neighbors. These people are invaders. My neighbors are those old peaceful seniors that used to live here. Those were my neighbors. These are just intruders. They're intruders. That's what they are. I'll never accept them. I'll never accept them as my neighbor. Especially them bitches that stole my controller. I'm praying for them to have to leave. I'm praying for God to run them out of here. Come on. Come on. Well, put the story on. I'm getting out of here. There we go. Much better. Much better, asshole. Oh, we do have one set around here that's they're pretty good. Like if we've ever had trouble with our cars, they would help us out. I count them. I don't count these other bitches that move in. These rude ones. Rude ones won't even speak to you when you speak to them. My mama used to say hi to them. When you speak to her, they treat her like she's some kind of enemy or something. Well, you want to be an enemy of me? I'll be an enemy of you. I won't be neighborly either. I do unto you as you do unto me. Those fuckers ain't my neighbors. He's got a little dick energy. He's showing off his little dick every damn night of the week. Little dick energy. Letting everybody know he's around. He's still a little sissy. I'm gonna go out in the yard one of these days, sit and look, watch for him so I can see who he is. When I get over this shit, then I'm gonna sit there and smile at him. When he comes on, I'll wave at him. Give him a big grin and wave at them. He's probably most likely a Mexican because that's what they moved in around here, Spanish people. I'm gonna look at him and grin at him and wave at him. Little dick. I might even go, LD! And wave at him. LD! Little dick energy. They ain't my neighbors. I don't count them. They're not neighborly, so I don't count them as neighbors. They're just invaders. That's what they are. Invaders. Conquistadors. I think we're getting in that area now. Is this not the area? They'll never conquistador me, though. I ain't conquered. I'll never be conquered. Nobody's ever going to conquer me. Even if you killed me, you still wouldn't conquer me because my brain would still be in contempt at you. Therefore, I'd still win. I'd win if I went out with the contempt on my brain for you. I always want to be like that guy. You know, I really admired Gaddafi's son. You know, he sat there and looked at them the whole time they killed him. He sat and looked at him. He raised his, like I did that bully in the bathroom when he put me over the toilet. Now, death is a different thing. Guns is a different thing. I might be crying. I might be crying like a little bitch. But if they didn't defeat my mind, they didn't defeat me. I'm going to look at it that way. And I'm not going to worship them. I'm not going to bow at their altar. I'm not going to kiss their ass. I'm just going to go out, baby. And then I'll win. The minute they kill me, I'll win. Nobody's ever going to conquer me. You may throw me somewhere. You might throw me in a dungeon somewhere. You might lock me up. You might do something. But you're never going to conquer me. You see, you didn't conquer my soul. So you didn't conquer me. Then I win. Even when you got me, I win. Because you're never going to conquer me. Nobody's ever going to conquer me. I think I am. One of these days, I'm going to go out here and sit and watch for him. He comes out every day. Acting like his little tough guy. Big and loud. And I'm going to go, LD! And I'm going to wave at him and grin. I'm going to go sit right where I can see. Sit up there on that concrete part where I can see the street down. We got a little concrete part in front of our garage. Just hide up there in the summer. There's lots of old bugs. But I'm going to do it. Then when he comes out, I'm going to go, LD! Wave at him. That's what he is. He got a little dick energy. By the way, he's living in one of the places that guy chased the big entity around the house with a gun. Of course, that entity was in our house, too. I seen 4 or 5 of them, 6 of them. I know there's 4, but I think there's 2 that I didn't see. He chased it with a fucking gun. I wasn't on no drugs. He was on drugs. I didn't even have medication on back then. That's before I knew I had the diabetes. I think I might have had it, but I didn't know about it. He wasn't never sure how long I had it. All he knew is when he diagnosed me, I'd had it for a very long time.
Bring that ass over here, baby.
I first started researching in a medical book I'd bought, trying to figure out what was wrong with me in '99. That was 2 years before '99, so I started having all kinds of symptoms of things in '99. And finally, I triggered it down to 2 things. And one of them was diabetes. And that was 2003. That was 2 more years.
What's good?
Hell yeah.
I didn't believe in running to the doctor. I didn't even want to go to the doctors, to be honest. I just got so sick I couldn't hold up anymore. Finally, I told my mom, I said, I'm going to the doctor. I'm feeling bad. Indeed, I started getting away from them when they started trying to enforce measles shots on me at school. I kept myself away from places like that because I didn't want that damn measles shot. I'd heard too much about it and I didn't want it. So I stayed away from doctors. I lost my internet there for a minute, so I may be off on some of the places. We will post the full video. I'll go back and post the full video on Rumble. I just happened to catch it in my eye. Yeah, indeed, I will go and make the old one private. I'll replace it with the new one with the full video on it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits anyway. It's already going off 10 o'clock. That'll give me a little bit of time to rest before the AM stream. Because AM's my favorite time. Nighttime is my favorite time. So I'll have a little bit of time to rest. Be rested and ready. Sorry, Lord, that's something I need to repent of. But, I mean, technically these people aren't neighborly. They're not nice. It's not nice to steal your neighbor's stuff. Just saying. I don't steal from people. Which it wasn't. I don't think that's the same. Those are in some of the new homes they built for them here, but no, it's not the same place.
How's it going?
I get tired of him too, though. He's a little schmuck. He's a little schmuck. You're a little schmuck, bitch. You're tiny. You're a tiny Tim. What's a good... You're a tiny Jose. Okay, let's see. I'm not scared of them. Fuck them. I've been here for my whole life. My mama's people built all this around here. Her family. It was her family that owned all this. And a few other people. A few outsiders. Most of them are family. It's just they've all died off and the places has been either rented or sold off. Music? Oh yeah, the music stopped when the internet went off. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night. When these people want me to be neighborly, they'll be neighborly. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll always see them as intruders and renters. That's the way I look at it. I don't like renters. I'm telling you, I would make whole parts of cities unrentable. You'd have to be a homeowner to live in most. If I ran a city, they would be limited places where rentals would be allowed.